You're tuning into BTR Live Studio, presented by Nikon. Welcome to the show. Today on the program, we feature Brooklyn-based Bell Hollow. The quartet blends inspiration from atmospheric British rock from the 80s and new music from the indie rock scene of today. They have a record out called Foxgloves, released just last year, and DJ Mojo from Maximum Music on BTR will handle the microphone today. He talks with the group about the business and what's in store for the group. Just before we kick off the set from Bell Hollow, be sure to check out pictures from the session and track details by clicking on the playlist button on the player. This is Bell Hollow, and they're on BTR Live Studio, only on BreakThru Radio. Click on the calendar section in the upper right-hand side to get all of their tour details.
sets my mind to fly. Pack it up 3 inches and give me just one side. And the bears are today in sheets of ghostly white. When you pass me perfume, am I wrong or am I right? Star, moon, or me, you're right. Oh, oh, fly her beside me tonight, tonight. Oh, oh, take your little finger, dip it in and pull it out. Lift your veil on accident so I can see your mouth. Can I guess your age before I see your secret world? Can I guess your age? Are you a woman or a girl? Star, moon, or stellar delight? Oh, oh, fly her beside me tonight, tonight. Oh, oh,
Coming up next, an interview with DJ Mojo and Bell Hollow, only on BTR Live Studio.
with my mother's
everybody. This is DJ Mojo at BreakThruRadio.com. We're having a little live session here with one of Brooklyn's best bands. This is Bell Hollow. Why don't we go around and everybody say their name and what they play so that when you speak, our beautiful audience will know exactly who you are.
Oh, hi. My name is Nick Niles.
And you are
I'm the vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
Todd, I'm the drummer.
I'm Hillary. I play live with the band keyboards.
I'm Greg. I play guitar.
I'm Christopher. I play the bass.
Great. You guys have been you've been around. You've been together for like about 5 years now. Yes. Not in this particular arrangement. There were a few people in and out of the band, but 5 years for a band, especially in this city, I could tell you is a good track record. What do you owe your longevity to? Obviously, you guys are getting along musically, aesthetically, and personally. But how do you see it? How do you see the cohesiveness developing? And what would you attribute
it feels
that to?
To me like we just started because I joined the band in 2005. So these guys, Christopher and Greg, were writing songs and jamming, and they weren't a jam band.
Should hope not.
But they were writing songs with Hayden Milstead, the original drummer of the band, back in 2003, 2004. And from what I understand, they were looking for a lead singer for all that time, and went through a lot of people. And, according to them, and they can tell their story themselves, but they were really close to like giving up and saying, all right, we can't find anybody, this isn't working out. And I just like kind of happened to answer a Craigslist ad, looking for, I was interested in finding kind of like a lead vocalist, like a band that I could just come in and be the singer. I had my own little, project, and I was doing my singer-songwriter thing, and I thought it'd be cool to be, in a band, in a real band, And so I found them. I contacted them. We had a couple exchanges on email and stuff, and I went to this site where they had posted some of their instrumental jams, and I downloaded a couple of them and wrote some stuff to sing on top of, and I brought it in and played it for them, and they thought, okay, you're hired. Anyway, to finish the question, so I joined late, and so I feel like I just, that time flew. I feel like I just got in the band, and everything has been like boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's do a demo. Okay, now we need an EP. Okay, now let's start gigging a lot. Okay, now we need to record a full-length album, and then we did it, and that's where we're at now.
holes into yours. A spare for you.
the full-length album, I was listening to it. It's really well done. Did you notice? Did the rest of you notice like a synergy with him, and it was like the missing piece?
It's really accurate. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say that's not the way it happened at all. I made that up. When we met you, you were face down in a gutter in a pool of your own vomit. We made you what you are.
Well, that's just how I remember it. Memory is so subjective.
Yes, well, like Rick James says, cocaine. It's a hell of a drug. From a business side of things, what do you think of a lot of people nowadays clamoring to get their things on things like YouTube and iTunes? Not that it's a bad thing; it's a good thing. But I've always said that one of the good things, and the good and bad thing in the music scene today is technology. Because on the one hand, it's great that you can produce something, put it online, so that people can hear it all over the globe. But for some people, thankfully not yourselves, people feel like they sidestepped the development stage. That since they can put something up and have 10,000 people listen to it a day, they are sort of exempt from the nuts and bolts of the business of having to pay attention to the actual business of being a musician, because there is a business side of it. And the dues paying side, and we're playing these gigs. Do you hold with the idea that this technological step up can in fact produce low quality product? And if so, how do you avoid that trap?
I mean, it's getting to the point, I think, where if you're not on YouTube and you're not on iTunes, you're practically a non-entity. I mean, but I think being maybe a little old school, I kind of look at YouTube as like a promotional tool. I don't experience YouTube. I know a lot of people do, but for me, it's not as much like a community experience. It's like somebody sends me a link to a cool video, right, and I watch it, and then I know about that band now. So that's how I kind of think about YouTube for us. So I feel like when we're ready, we'll have something online on YouTube that will promote us. When we all think we have something that really promotes us well, But yeah, the other part of it, I don't know.
Well, do you still? I think it could be, it's a double-edged thing. Certainly, anybody sitting in their home with a computer can make a song, put it up, and be a musician, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. Does that always make good, great music? Not always, but I think in the end, it's better than the old way, where it was so difficult. I mean, I talk about our experience back in the 80s. It was a nightmare just to try to get anybody to hear your music, to hear about you. You had to, there's dues paying, and then there's the fact that it was almost impossible at that time. So I think, I don't know for everybody else, I relish the opportunity now to be able to, just reach people instantly with something, and get some feedback right away from it, and make connections that would not have before taken hours, days, years.
Yeah, like back then you'd have a photocopied flyer tacked to a bulletin board somewhere, and then you'd have to. Somebody called you, you'd have to meet them and play a tape or something, or a cassette for them.
It's like dues paying versus industry fees.
Yeah. Or now, when we were looking for singers, we'd have people just send us, email us a link or an MP3 of something they've done.
It's more immediate.
In that sense, that was good because just a long time. But.
So, just to finish up, I just wanted to let you talk a little bit very quickly about what you got coming up. I know you have a few dates coming up outside of the city, and then I think you're getting ready to do a tour next month, I think, yes?
Well, we did our first tour
just finished. Okay.
Last month. We did 6 dates in a week.
Right.
We did Washington, Raleigh, Atlanta, New Orleans, Jacksonville, and Athens, Georgia. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing, in May, we're going to do Buffalo, Cleveland, and Detroit.
So you hear that, Buffalo, Cleveland, and Detroit? Get out there and see them.
long set from Bell Hollow here on BTR Live Studio. Special thanks goes out to the group for coming by and performing in our studios. Another special thanks goes out to DJ Mojo for conducting that interview. If you want to catch up on what's happening in the Brooklyn scene and the New York area, be sure to check out Maximum Music each and every Tuesday as Mojo spins some of the best new music in the area. My name is DJ Jeff K. I'll see you next week here on BTR Live Studio.